Biafrans know that our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So taking him or removing him to go and ask him questions to delay or to disrupt our Finland Convention for the next 1 or 2 weeks, it is not going to have any effect. Rather, it is going to make all Biafrans more determined in the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We are a full-fledged country. We have met all the criteria for a full-fledged country. We conducted our referendum where over 50 million Biafrans have voted for the independent state of Biafra. We've conducted different topics, we did a Twitter poll where 98% of Biafrans want to exit Nigeria because Nigeria is a killing ground. No sensible person in the world, no sane leader, no individual that has his or her on his right will ever support the existence of a killing ground called Nigeria, where people are killed in their thousands every single day. No sane leader will support that. So anything that Nigerian government is doing, anything the local Finland authorities is doing, I want to assure them that inviting our Prime Minister or delaying him or making him not to be part of the Finland Convention, which he holds dear to his heart, that will not stop nothing. We are the people. The power belongs to us. The laws of self-determination allow us to rule ourselves, to determine who is going to be our leader. And Biafrans have done that clearly over the past 2 years after they kidnapped and renditioned our leader, Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. He is right now in the DSS dungeon. They did that because they think that when they take our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, there will be nothing about Biafra anymore. That was their wish. That was their thoughts. And now they are partnering with the local authorities in Finland to invite our Prime Minister to disrupt our Finland Convention.
So the internet has been on fire since morning about the arrest of Simon Ekpa. And so many people has been saying a lot of things. Of course, you must have seen so many news, so many people say a lot of things. But one thing that surprised me the most is I went under the comment section of Sahara Reporters. Sahara Reporters, I think they are the first people to carry that news before BBC and some other people carried it. So I went under the comment section of Sahara Reporters and I saw a lot of Biafrans commenting negatively, saying, bring him down, let us deal with him. Bring him down, let him face, a lot of Biafrans saying so many negative things about this guy. And I hold my mouth and say, Hey, see, anyways, I don't really want to talk too much. I say I'm not going to talk too much on this video. All right, I'm just going to allow you to watch the new broadcast that the chief of staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, did. Of course, they had a Zoom meeting yesterday by 6 p.m. where all the ministers were around and they discussed a lot of things. So I was able to get this video and I'm passing it down to you. So I'm just going to allow you to watch it and see the new order she has given. That woman, another thing, they talk, say they don't arrest Simon Ekpa. That woman, chief of staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, that woman, another thing, conscious this woman, the para. Hey, you know that thing they say, anyways, I'm just going to allow you to watch it and see for yourself. I don't want to give the analysis of the people that were commenting, the Biafrans that were commenting. They follow outside people to comment negatively about their brother. I don't want to talk about them. I just want you to watch this video now, where the new order, of course, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze has given a new order to the some group on ground. So I'm going to allow you to watch it and see everything. But please, one thing I want you to know is that remain calm. All Biafrans should remain calm. Everything is in control. And we know that God will never put us to shame. All right? So please remain calm. Don't think too much. Don't worry too much. Just be prayerful. Pray for all our leaders that God will guide them, God will protect them. All right. So please, I'm going to allow you to watch this video now. As you're watching it, as usual, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you have subscribed and you have not turned on your notification, please do well to turn your notification button so you get notified anytime I upload a video. All right. So please watch it and listen to what she said.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Minister Sonny. Good evening, cabinet members. Good evening, press. Good evening, dear friends all over the world. Thank you for being here today. My name is Che. I represent the Biafra government in Europe, and we are here today to update you on the recent events concerning the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile.
Social media has been on fire since morning over what looked like an arrest of Simon Ekpa, who is the Biafra Republic government in exile Prime Minister. Now, from the report coming from many sources, they say that Simon Ekpa has been arrested by Finland local authorities, that they have arrested him over what look like activities of terrorism, and he's been detained currently. Now, another source came out that the Nigerian Defense Headquarters are also working with the Finland authority to extradite Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria. A whole lot of things have been said since morning, but this is another update coming from Simon Ekpa cabinet members under his leadership. This is the update they are giving concerning Simon Ekpa's whereabouts. So I want you guys to bring out your time, watch this video. After watching this video, you can now get the clear answer of where Simon Ekpa is currently. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Minister Sonny. Good evening, cabinet members. Good evening, press. Good evening, dear friends all over the world. Thank you for being here today. My name is Che. I represent the Biafra government in Europe, and we are here today to update you on the recent events concerning the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku. First of all, we would like to inform Biafrans that the Prime Minister is absolutely resolute and is ready to defend the Biafra cause. The opportunity to have the Biafra discussion has finally come, and the Prime Minister is ready to address the plight of Biafra and lay bare the gross human rights violations against the Biafra people. To the information at our disposal, the Finnish local authorities is said to be suspecting our Prime Minister of public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent through social media space. As Biafra citizens, we have been together in this struggle, and we understand the situation that we are now in. All the Biafrans were suspected of financing terrorism, of which our legal representations are working to make sure that they are on the hook matter. The Finnish local authorities have requested that the court grants them up to 2 weeks period for further investigation while the Prime Minister remains in their custody. At this point in time, we will work closely with the legal representation to ensure that the Prime Minister is well represented. At the same time, we are going to intensify the upcoming declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafrans.
Again, I welcome Biafrans to this emergency meeting of the cabinet members. I welcome all the cabinet members here present. I welcome at home and cabinet members in the de facto government. I welcome and thank our Biafra Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces that are on ground doing the needful to ensure that the restoration of Biafra is not tampered with by anybody. resoluteness restore Biafra on 2nd December. His Excellency, I greet you. I thank you for the wonderful job you are doing to restore Biafra. I thank you for your resilience. I thank you for not coming in or trying to negotiate. That is the spirit of Sisi. Every single individual here in Biafra government goes with that spirit of Sisi. We are more determined now than before for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra on 2nd December 2024. Nothing in this life, absolutely nothing will deter us. Nothing will stop us. So on this note, I want to bring to the notice of all Biafrans that our Prime Minister is safe and sound, very healthy in Finland, attending to these issues that usually most of us know. The terrorist state of Nigeria will always try in one way or the other to bribe their way into all the different foreign countries, to bribe their way into places like United Nations, African Union, to bribe their way into every internationally established community or organization. The Nigerian government, using the Europeans, using United Kingdom as part of their deal, will always try to disrupt, will always try to tamper with the restoration of Biafra, United States of Biafra. But I want to tell everybody listening here today that the power that Nigerian government has, where they stop is where this government begins. I need them to know that our Excellency, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, Simon Ekpa, has already laid a full structure for the restoration of Biafra. Nobody on earth will stop that. We are both at home and we are abroad. Biafra will be restored from diaspora. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has laid the structure by introducing His Excellency Simon Ekpa to be in charge of this ship that we are right now. And that ship is on course. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu, or you all should remember, he is with the Nigerian DSS today because of what we are doing. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu has said, instead of Biafra not to come, Nigeria will be burned to ashes. And I promise you today, instead of Biafra not to come, we, every single individual in Biafra government, in all the structures that our PM has laid down, we will burn Nigeria down. And any country, both international and in homeland, that tries to tamper, that tries to intervene, that tries to stop this restoration, that country will get the brunt of Biafrans. So I thank you all for coming here today. Like our Honorable Uche has explained to us what happened in Finland. Our Prime Minister, Excellency Simon Ekpa, has been invited by the Finnish local authorities to volunteer information on what is going on. And our PM has always said he is looking for this opportunity for the government to officially know that Biafrans cannot continue to stay in a country where President Tinubu and Nigerian leaders reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and custom, and they continue to kill our people. Our Prime Minister has looked forward to this particular moment. With few innocent Biafrans that we are taking by Finland authority, that we are invited to come, according to them, they were involved in money, they were making donations, they were funding terrorism. All of you listening to me today, who is the biggest terrorist country we have in the world? Who is among the biggest terrorists? Who is the government that are killing Christians in their numbers? Who is the government reintegrating terrorists? God.